All right, boys and girls, this is definitely not going to be a long video. All I'm gonna say is that I knew that there was um, some holes in the Cavs lineup as far as once they get into the playoffs. But I ain't never think it was going to be anything like this. I didn't think he was going to get spanked like this. The reason we play 7 games is because the better team usually wins unless it's like a crazy game 7, last second shot, lucky bounce, some shit like that. But Indiana's better. Indiana's a more balanced team. Garland needs to go back to the G League. I never liked him. I don't take him seriously. He doesn't take himself seriously. He said last season his mind was not on playing while he was on the court. He's unreliable. He needs to go back to the G League. Jared Allen is one notch above average. Like, the playoffs is where you show us who you are. I don't give two shits what you do in the regular season. And they've been exposed. They need to revamp that lineup, figure out that bench, get Mitchell some help. Strus is fine. He's a little bit undersized, but he's fine. Build around Mobley. Build around Mitchell. Maybe Ty Jerome once we find out what the fuck's wrong with him. And get Jared Allen and fucking Garland. Like, Jared Allen's a really nice guy, so I don't like saying nothing negative about him. But at the end of the day, being nice don't pay the bills and don't get shit done. And get Garland the fuck out. Send that motherfucker to Utah. Get the fuck out of here. What a waste. Anyway, we got Mr. Anthony Edwards, 9,400. Think that what is this, 3-1? Let me just double check. Let me see something. Hold on. Uno momento. This is gonna be all right. Timberwolves lead 3-1. All right, so I think Anthony Edwards smells blood, and he has I know I've been saying this about certain players. I was off on Tatum by one game, and he went and got hurt. But I think Anthony Edwards smells blood, and I think he destroys Golden State. Jalen Brunson, I think he smells blood, and he tries to finish off Boston. I think Brown has something to say about that. We'll see. Derek White, let's give him a bump. Podziemski, what has he been doing? He's been pitiful. You can send him back to the G League also. Drew Holiday gets a bump. Pritchard, they all got to play well if they're going to beat New York. All of them. They got to get guard play. They got to, these guys. These guys got to play well. All three of them. DiVincenzo's in play. Conley was in the winning lineup. Whoop de doo. I'm not playing. I don't want to play Conley. 28, 29. Okay, I'll take 28, 29 minutes, but jeez. Everybody's going to game log watch. Everybody's going to see who's in the winning lineup. Everybody's going to play him. He's going to give us 14 fantasy points. That's how the shit goes. Let's go to shooting guard. Jaylen Brown's not really priced up enough for what he has to do. He really has to have the game. This is going to have to be one of the all-time great games in NBA history. For him to, he's got that. This team ain't that talented like they were last year. They look a little washed. Porzingis is absolutely been no asset to them. He's coming off the bench now. He's faded away. He got washed mid-season. Horford's already old. They're already talking about rearranging the roster because they can't afford these guys. This is it. This is it. This is the last stand. I mean, they're not gonna beat the Knicks. But I mean, for the game, I'm just talking about the game. I'm not expecting no heroics for the series. I'm just trying to see if Jaylen Brown could get put the team on his back for one game. That's all I'm talking about. Because the Knicks look a little bit crisper, to be honest with you. Let's fire up Brown. Let's fire up Bridges. Buddy Hield's in play as long as he starts. Walker Alexander for value. Gary Payton for value. Um, Tatum has some awful luck, but I'll talk more about him once the series is over. Um, Hart's in play. He's been a little bit disappointing, but yeah, I know Brunson has the ball a lot. I know. OG, I want to know what the fuck's going on with him. 28 fantasy points. How you go from 6 shots to 14? Listen, that's a choice. Anybody that's played basketball on any level, you don't play one game and take 6 shots and play another. Like you are what you are on the court at all times. Everybody knows their role when we get on the court. If you play with people you don't know, you quickly figure out who's who and what's what. You don't. He was sitting on the 3-point line this game. I watched this whole game twice. He did nothing purposely. Like I watched it. He just stood on the 3-point line and just stood there. Didn't move, no cuts, no nothing. So I don't know what that is about. OG's in play, and if he pulls one of those moves again and fucks us, then we'll have to discuss it. McDaniels is in play, and Moody is out of the rotation. All right, if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. You're struggling in cash, you need help, you want me to say my finalized optimal updated lineups right before lock, no problem. Check out the Patreon linked in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. Everything else is in the description. Speaking of the description, I do have my other channel linked in the description near the top. I did post something over there today. I made a video, like a motivational video. I'm not gonna ask y'all to run over there, but if you like, your day be dragging, or going through some shit, and you need a little motivation, run over to my channel, subscribe, watch a little video. It ain't perfect. I'm still, doing my little 1-2s, but as I continue, they'll get better. You know how it goes. All right, let's go to Power 4. Let's wrap this bad boy up because y'all don't want to hear about me. Okay, Butler. What the fuck I don't ever say shit to y'all for no reason. We just had this conversation the last game, the last slate, last night when I said he said he's not a volume shooter and he's not going to become one. He then went on and took 26 shots. Season on the line, no Steph Curry, he takes 9 shots. Can somebody help me? I ain't even going to say nothing. I'll wait for somebody else to help me. If anybody knows what's going on with Jimmy Butler and his 9 shots, please leave me a message. Please let me know. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to just be calm today because I don't know what to tell y'all. He's absolutely in play. I'm expecting them to go out on their sword. If they get smoked, second, third quarter, then it is what it is. Randall's in play. He's been playing well. Horford's in play. He's going to have the game of his life also because Porzingis is cheeks. Kuminga, he should be fine even if he doesn't start like he hasn't been starting. Draymond Green, I know he started the game off well. Only 25 fantasy points. He doesn't like to play when there's no Curry there. He might just give up tomorrow or later on, depending on when you're listening to this video. Nas Reed's in play. They're going to need Sam Hauser, to be honest with you. If he could give them 3-4 threes, they might need that. Probable bad ankle. We'll see what's going on. I don't want to play, injured guys with messed up ankles. I definitely don't want to do that. So Hauser's off the table. If he was 100%, I'll take a shot on him. But he ain't. So I'm not. Cat's in play. Gobert's in play. Do they start Porzingis? Yo, they said this man been sick since March. Like, I'm not even mad at him because I know a lot of people that's been sick since January, February, March. So I can't really knock him. But if he's not well, he's not well. If you're playing a lot of lineups, he's worth a shot at 5K. Mitchell Robinson's in play. I think that's about it. If they start Cornette, you take a shot. I doubt they do that. The starting lineup should be what? Holiday, White, Brown, Horford, Cornette, or maybe Pritchard. They might go with the death lineup: Pritchard, Holiday, White. I don't know. I don't think they do that. I think they probably start Cornette and Horford. But we'll see. If they start Cornette, you could probably take a shot on them. They're going to need a little bit of length to deal with Cat. So Cornette's, as of now, he's in play. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Hope you had a profitable Tuesday night. I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Cavs fans, my what the fuck do you call it? My chat is a safe space, and if anybody know what the fuck's going on with Jimmy Butler, please let me know, cause I don't know. I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.